Okay, so we got about 30 minutes before I switch games. So let's see if we can do something. Maybe grab some science from the lunar surface. That. And yeah, do something quickly anyways. We got one to plant a flag on the moon. We might as well just take that because we can. Turbines on Midmas. Rescue Nathan from orbit in Kerbal. I think we could probably do that fairly easily. He's just in orbit, and that's a pretty good cache. You guys want another new station in orbit? Orbit and land. Flight. Orbital station. Operational surveys of sector dead. EVA report. That seems a bit. Okay, well, we have a science. Probably do that. Actually, our moon ship, or our Minmus ship, is probably fine. Got 5,861 delta for that. We land on the dark side or the back side, we probably get some time. We do have a whole bunch of new stuff I unlocked yesterday. Like a 3-man pod. I don't think it's necessary for this launch, though. We do have some better See, I don't know if I'll have a signal behind the moon. My problem. We do have the mobile processing lab, which we should dock to build one and dock it. Curious as to what the delta V is there to get. It's gonna do calculation. 3,460. 5861. I think we need a little more delta. So what we're gonna do, make a few changes to this rock. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make this the mainsail. So let's add some fuel here. Need to add more, always more. Add some more advanced fuel. still the biggest one but I'm gonna Soyuz this thing again this time. I really like the way that that worked. Fix these Soyuz beasts on here. We're just gonna clip them into the engine bell. Just like that. And we're gonna put a whole shit ton of swivels on there. Swivel. Of course, the main engine's more oomph. We'll put a mainsail on there. Still only 0.98. Easy. I wonder if we gotta put something bigger. Skippers on there maybe? Gifts? Only 1.1. It's crazy. Mind you, we should cross feed the fuel too. That's insane. Pretty heavy engines. What if we were to swap that for, say, the Bobcats? Five. Goofy as fuck. That'll give us the that'll give us the lift that we need. Want to get rid of that. We got 2.51 for our thrust there, so I think we can probably swap that out. Maybe just throw a Bobcat on there. Now 1.85. Pretty good, actually. Probably throttle them. I have no idea how this shit's gonna fly. This could be really bad. some fins on it. This is how Soviet Russia does things. It's hilarious. Whole friggin' rocket is touching. I don't know. Kinda iffy. Well, like that, it should be okay. Let's put two here and here. Call it moon. It's later. I ain't promising this at all, but we're gonna try it. Able to support. Too heavy. I don't think I have the cash to upgrade the launch pad anymore. Check here. 182 grand. We can do that for sure. Fine. I have no idea what this is gonna do. Bro. That's beautiful. Actually flies better than most of my rockets. Beautiful. We may have a disaster though, because that thing's armed with solid fuel too. Full orbit. And moon. Moon. Kind of like to adjust this a little bit. To target it for Okay, let's execute that. I'm going for the opposite direction. It doesn't look like it's in the direction. Hoping it would come around the other way, but or I fucked up the node. Could be very well that I fucked up the node. Sometimes too. Go time. We've got a lot of delta V for capture, circulation, and land. Just fine. What's our periapsis? 63,000. That's good enough that we can change our orbit once we're there. Our science experiment must be on the ass end side. So now let's just circularize periapsis. Circularize. Geez, we got enough to circularize even just with this engine that we have on. A lot of rocket. Moon science. I think it's going to be best if we cut this engine loose because it's only got 100 meters per second of delta left. And we'll use this other engine to deorbit, change our periapsis. Periapsis step what? Periapsis. Move that down to hers. So that big satellite's got a pretty good line of sight on the ship. circularize that. Get much closer here, yeah. Hopefully we have signal here. Pretty good, actually. We can start our maneuvers to land, and I think we're going to aim for this crater here because it's kind of in the light. Might as well do some points there. I'm just going to miss it. See if anyone. Okay, so we're gonna do a targeted and I know you can choose choose where you want to land, so I would say let's choose maybe right go dead center of the crater, right? Far side crater. A target. Our ship is going to make some correction. Come into the light here right away. Just changed our course a little bit. We're going to use as much of the fuel from this engine as we can before we plop down. It makes sense to do. Oh, I think we're going to impact. Oh, we bounced. I can't believe we didn't explode. Oh my god, that's hilarious. It is slowing us down. That's hilarious. I think we'll be okay. It's just trying to kill our horizontal movement. Yeah, there it goes. There we go. Beauty. There we go. We made it. We gotta get rid of this shroud. Down this engine. Oh, fuck. Why didn't that blow? Now we're fucked. I think I'm just gonna take the shroud off of it. Launch it without the shroud. Oh, thanks, Niall. It was not successful. Sometimes the shrouds on these things screw things up. We're gonna do it again real quick. You get to watch this thing launch because it's a sweet ass rocket. Like a Soyuz. I did land, yeah. I did land. Won't take long to get back. Do the exact same thing again. Look at that ascent profile. It's beautiful. Beautiful arc from Kerbal. We're coming up on orbit here. Also unlocked supersonic flight, so I'm stoked to build some supersonic jets. Probably not going to be able to land them worth of shit, but they'll be fun to fly anyways. up on 80,000. Okay, coming up on circularization. Stern RCS on, so we get on point. Okay, here we go. It was a fairly efficient launch. I really like this rocket that I built. This Soyuz style is pretty amazing. The Russians are good rocket scientists. Okay, so let's just deploy our solar panels so we can collect some sun. Up our map. Planner. Bowman transfer by impulsive to target moon. That node. I'm gonna just adjust that node that we have a proper capture, not just an encounter. Closer to I think our orbit has to do with the positioning of the node. If I would have moved the node a little bit forward or backwards, we would have had a good encounter on either side. But our orbit right now is going to be actually opposite to the rotation of the moon, which is fine. We've got plenty of fuel for it, but... Burning in 9 minutes as we come around the moon. We should see the moon come up on the horizon here, and that's what we'll burn. As I said. Let's watch this burn go down and see how close we actually get. Gonna be closer. 76,000. Good enough. Circulate there. We'll just warp there. $96,000. Circularize there. I think that'll be next periapsis. Create no. More than enough to do that. Ship's a brute to turn though. It's gonna be the deorbiting that's hard. With such big engines. And now we're just going to adjust the periapsis at our next apoapsis. I'm going to change periapsis at the next apoapsis. I'm going to move that down to about 15 kilometers. Create node. Hit a node. Which is not going to require a lot of fuel at all. And then we'll probably cut this engine after we circular. Capsule. Cute. Orbital mechanics, you gotta love them. Why I'm not out of RCS fuel. Jesus. Totally am. That's not good. Good at all. Close now. Ship should actually turn pretty easy here once we cut this engine loose. Do that now. Oh yeah, it moves much easier. Okay, so we're gonna just F5 save that, and we're gonna select our landing spot again. Here's the dark side. So we want to land guidance target, land right in the center of this guy again. If this crater is the center, wanna land in the crater? Let's land in the crater. Slight change. Right side. As soon as we're done the burn here, we're gonna drop these in. We're going straight for the center of this thing anyways. That's some sort of landmark right there. Something we can explore. Kind of cool, actually. Deep in there, though. It was beautiful. Let's get some Kerbals out here doing some stuff. First things first, let's plant our flag. second moon landing. Grab our science units out of this. Yeah, there's some good old fashions. I brought 2 of these guys. Our scientists. Our ship is acting kind of like a lowrider. Now I gotta go check out one of those surface features. This might be a little bit on the tricky side. I'm gonna 5 save this guy here. Just say that because way the hell at the bottom of it. We get over the rise, we'll be okay, but we got a long friggin' wait. Whoa. There we go. We are sliding down this hill. Holy Dana. Brakes, little Kerbal. He's moving down the hill. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do anything with it. A large feature. Can't grab the rocks from. You have to go to a smaller rock. The geyser. A smaller rock. Poor little dude's just scraping along the ground. Getting faster and faster. One at the bottom of the crater. Little curb. Okay, let's get back up there. Yeah. Bastard. Gotta find a rock sample here somewhere though. Seen any rocks here? There. Bowling for moon rocks. some good frame lag going on here. I got Moonstone. No science. Bullshit. Okay. Get out of here. We dropped our equipment off, so. Planted our flag, which is what we needed to do. Hopefully some of my friends will be ready to play some Grand Theft Auto. Rocket's got a real wicked hop going. Grooving to the music. Yeah, let's get there. I have no idea. Let's get Bill back on board. We have some science. Good. Let's try that again. Drop some temperature. Okay, it's F5 this guy, and let's get the hell out of here. On 18-kilometer orbit. I'm gonna use a lot of my fuel. Hey, let's get the hell out of here. Yeah. Hurry up. Pretty much through the core of. I don't want to burn prograde just a little bit as we corner. Once we get into the sphere of influence. Want to have a shallower descent. 45 is okay. Should be enough to slow us down. That should do the trick. Grade. We're back into. Quick. Who's gonna pick a movie, okay? Let's just back up this. Warp in. We're gonna have to cut a lap around Kerbin. For sure. Hey, Silent Death. We landed on the moon, deployed some surface-based science, and now we're about to land, and then I'm gonna switch out to Grand Theft Auto Online. How are you doing, man? Just doing some aero braking here. Well, we got some good science. And Grand Theft Auto Online is always good to play with friends. SAS disengaged. It must have run out of battery power. Shit. See if we can get some back. Let's just use smartass and turn retrograde. That'll work. This should deorbit us enough. Like a literal actual robot? I gotta show you this rocket though before I go. I built like a Soyuz-like rocket, and it is fucking sweet for launching stuff, man. Oh, we gotta do another lap yet. Yeah, I thought we would have killed the orbit enough to go to land. Like on Kerbal Space Program, or like an actual robot on a tank platform? Like an actual real robot. Oh, like a Raspberry Pi robot. That's fucking cool, man. Okay, these batteries are dead on the ship now. We might lose the solar panel re-entering. Oh, we got enough juice to turn the ship. Almost. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Roll's a good electronic solderer. Okay, let's get this deorbit done. Oh, it's not gonna do it this time either. We're gonna have to do another orbit yet. I didn't think we'd be doing this much air braking. Yeah, you gotta have real steady hands. I've only just gotten good at soldering copper pipes. My house. I had to redo I've got an underground irrigation system here, and I had to redo a bunch of the stuff in ground, so I had to learn how to do some soldering. Third lap. Probably retract this. This should be okay. Our orbit should be good and slow. Yeah, I've been pretty good, man. I've been doing lots of KSP lately. It's been lots of fun, man. I love this game. Especially the new DLC, Breaking Grounds, like all the ground science and shit you can do. It's really great. One around. We're not, are we? Totally are. Shit, I thought that would do it. This will definitely do it. We're already at 76. We may not even get back. No, we're not even going to get back up. We're just going to keep deorbiting. Perfect. 49. There we go. On our way back down now. Yeah, work-life shit's good, man. Work's been... I've been keeping busy myself. Grain markets are okay. Life shit's, family shit's good. Kids are good. Wife's good. We were just in Banff. I don't know if have I talked to you since I was back? My car broke down at Lake Louise. Transmission line blew, and I had to pay a $1,300 tow bill to get towed from Banff to Calgary. Fucking brutal. Brutal. Yeah, I thought I did. Or I thought I had told you I was going. I wasn't too sure. But... yeah, I was not prepared for that. But Banff is beautiful. Yeah, it does suck. And yeah, I'm sure I told you that story. Ready. You were the first guy I wanted to tell, because we always seem to talk about Banff when you're on streams, which is good. Did you guys plan your trip yet? Have you planned it yet? Funny, my ship is moving vertically down backward. Kind of crazy. Springtime, eh? That's a good time to go. I think it'll be less busy. Like I said to you last time I was on, how busy and crazy Banff was too much, man. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Kraken must have got the ship, and that's why I'm falling straight down. You don't usually fall straight down. Here's the drogues. The mains. Yeah, for sure. If you're gonna go to take photos, man. I mean, you always find spots you can take photos. And, like, we drove up from Banff to Lake Louise where we broke down, and we went through this Johnson's Canyon, which is a sweet hike you can go on for pictures. There's some really good waterfalls in there, but the road that goes up there had so many roadside turnouts for like viewpoints and places you could take pictures. It was really cool, man. Really cool. Yeah, winter is real hit and miss in Banff, man. It can be really cold and it can be really nice. All depends on if you like snow or not, right? Like up here, we're so. I mean, even you're probably used to snow. You guys probably get quite a bit of snow at home too. But here, snow is life. I mean, we have snow for 8 months out of the year, so. And again, that depends on what your viewpoint on what cold is, right? What's cold to you? 20 Fahrenheit? 32 Fahrenheit? I mean, that's normal for us, right? Hell, 0 Fahrenheit is normal for us. 10 or lower is too low for you, eh? I think you guys would be okay in the winter. Mind you, too, like, there's something about seeing the mountains in the spring and summer when they're green and lush and you can see all that foliage and flowers. Like, I think I was most amazed driving through the mountains this last time we were there at all the wild flowers that there are. It's beautiful. Just beautiful, man. 291 science. We can buy more goodies. Roll. I almost want to get these aerodynamics because I've been really enjoying making base planes. This propulsion would be good too, though. I don't think we have enough. Yeah, these are 300. I think we're gonna go with advanced aero. Yeah, no, man, it was so beautiful there. Just really beautiful. You got to see this rocket, and I got to show you my airplane. I don't know if I had a chance to show you my airplane yet. Maybe you have seen it, but I built a jet. Yeah, this is my Soyuz rocket, dude. Check it out. It's totally Russian style. The engines on this thing are incredible. And the Delta V it's got is incredible, dude. 7,059 out of this rocket. And it's lifting a payload that I think the payload is almost 10 tons. Like the lander's almost 10 tons is what it's lifting into orbit. Yeah, these are the new parts, man. These little tanks, so these are actually fuel tanks is what they are. But they actually have separatrons on them as well too, so you can ditch them, like you can asparagus stage them. I've got them countersunk into the rocket so it looks all flush and Soyuz like, so I can't separate them. It'll blow the whole rocket up. But yeah, that's dope, eh? I think it's pretty dope anyways. It's totally Russian and it flies straight as an arrow. Beautiful. I'll show you my airplane before I switch games too. I can maybe do one more. We can maybe do a satellite, but I gotta show you my airplane. You might have seen it though. Tell me if you've seen it. You see this thing that I built? Yeah, this thing is pretty cool. It's a little bit tough to get in the air. Is this the version of it that actually flies? Let me look. I think it's this one here. It's basically the same thing. It's got some parts clipped. But here, I'll launch it real quick and I'll show you. This thing's fucking cool, man. Oh, it flies surprisingly well. Surprisingly. And I find planes really hard in this game, like really hard. They're my bane. I'm just gonna put on my aircraft pilot. Throttle to half. I've got my ailerons backwards. Give me a sec here. I just gotta change Yeah, I wasn't, dude, but I've gotten really interested. Pitch. Don't want roll. Don't want just want. Why are these? Oh, this might be it here. Could be it. I love rockets too, but planes are fun. They're a lot of fun. I just gotta have a look at the ailerons on this before we launch it, because they were deployed backwards. Yeah, it should launch. Why are you not taking off? Ooh. Okay, so they're definitely backwards. Just have to invert these, and then we'll be good to go. So, deploy direction. Invert it. Invert it. Yeah, if you do it quickly, I'll do a quick sat launch. I gotta dock the module onto my space station, so. I'm gonna try to get this damn airplane in the air. I know it flies like a dream. Oh. No problem, man. Coming in for a landing here. Oh yeah, yeah, she flies beautiful. Yeah, it was aileron problem. It was a center of mass problem. I forgot to transfer some fuel from the back to the front. So my center of mass was too far behind my center of lift. I don't know if she'll touch down any good, but... Yeah, man, for sure. Let me just throw up Discord real quick. Discord... Bog... Let's go into... Public open. I should be on the chat channel now. It's the public open chat. Oh, you're muted. There we go. Probably hear me now.
Hello?
Howdy.
There you go. I had it on push to talk.
Ah, yes.
Alright, this is much better.
Much better.
So you're gonna land this bad boy?
Try.
And then you're gonna do a
I'll do a
satellite run?
I'll do a sat, or I'll move up another module to my space station.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
Fuck yeah. I'm supposed to be playing Grand Theft Auto, but I always enjoy playing this when you're watching, so it's great.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm always late to the game, or I just miss out.
Life, man. Life.
I had a bunch of people watch your VOD of the first Apollo
Yeah.
attempt. At first, some people were like, "Oh, this guy's gonna know how to dock," and then I tried to explain that they weren't listening, and you didn't have the right docking modules.
Yeah.
On each one, and then you didn't have a menu. You didn't have any control on the other one.
Exactly.
So
I got it though. What I'm gonna do when I do finish that mission, I'm gonna do it entirely IVA, like from within the cockpit. There's a pretty good mod you can get that is a controllable cockpit for all the pods. So you can do your launch, all your maneuvers and everything like from the first person seat.
Wow. That would be pretty intense.
Oh, for sure.
And a little extreme for my taste.
I think it would be cool to see, though.
Oh, I would definitely tune in for that. I'm just saying, I don't think I would attempt that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool.
It will be cool. I just wouldn't attempt it myself.
Something different. I like challenging myself.
At this point in KSP, since I've been out of the game for so long, just orbiting things is a challenge.
You know what? Getting used to the new parts, like the new science experiments, the ground-based science, and the fact that all the bodies have I don't know, like rocks you can pick up and rocks you can scan and shit like that. It's
Right.
it's pretty cool. It's a steep learning curve, but it's cool.
I gotcha. I gotcha. I'm just saying I was very proficient back when I started and was full in, and then I left for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And now like just orbiting min-miss is a challenge.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what you get back though, like how quickly you get it back.
Yeah, I did to an extent. It's just a little frustrating. Like I spent all that time learning stuff, and then I'm just starting over, basically.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Starting over, but with an advantage of experience.
And that's why I am a fan of like mech jeb. I don't have any problem using jeb for stuff.
Like what?
Just to help with like ascents and stuff like that. Like I've launched so many rockets into orbit that I just don't care anymore to do it manually. Sometimes I will just for the kicks, but even still, like I don't even have mech jeb docking unlocked, so I still got to do all my docking manually. That can be an exercise in frustration by itself.
You have to unlock mech jeb stuff?
Yeah, when you're playing a career mode play with mech jeb, you unlock different tiers of things that it can do for you.
But in Sandbox, everything's open.
Everything in Sandbox is open.
Okay.
And I've never played Sandbox. I've never played Science. I've always played career.
Okay.
I like the challenge. All right, we're coming in for landing.
You got this. I have faith.
We'll see. These wheels, I don't know, they're not very balanced, and that air intake is pretty low.
Right. True. Bowser. Come here.
Okay, 2 kilometers out. One kilometer, 1,000 meters.
That don't look like a runway. Oh, that's the runway. Okay. I was looking for something gray.
Yeah,
Or
it's just
straight.
a little shitty dirt runway. Got it though.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
If we can do some science here. Yeah, we do. Why is this thing taking off?
It's moving. It's
Oh,
moving. Uh-oh, you got problems. You got a cliff. You got a cliff there.
Oh god.
Oh no. How is this thing gliding?
As long as we don't lose Jeb, we'll be okay.
Guess not.
Good enough. I'm happy with that. We didn't get the science for it though. I think I lost the materials bay.
Well, because you died and blew up.
Well, Jeb didn't die.
He didn't die in that?
No.
How?
The cockpit
The
survived.
whole thing just...
Okay, so let's just go see if we got a quick sat mission. Position a satellite in Duna. We're not going to go to Duna. I could, but the window's not for another 20 days, I think. Satellite in Minmus. So what does it need? Unmanned probe, and power and an antenna. Reach in orbit. Have a thermometer and maintain stability. I've got the perfect thing for it.
Sweet.
So let's open up Curbsat 1. And it's another Soyuz style rocket, so that's fucking cool.
That is fucking cool. And that's from the which pack is that from? The DLC.
Breaking Grounds, I think. Okay, go pick a movie, okay?
That's right.
Oh, okay. Go pick a movie. Okay. Just need to adjust. One short on this one. Got 1.5.
Are you gonna have to break for a movie in the middle of this?
Oh no. My kids. I just told my kids. Okay, so have I got? Yeah, I've got a thermometer. So I've got a bunch of robotics on this thing too. So you're gonna get to see some of the robotics in action too.
Oh.
Okay, so what do we have for Delta? We've got 5163. I'm just going to do some quick math here. I'm sure that's enough. I don't think it's going to be enough.
This is weird. I think the delay on, for some reason on Discord. Well, I guess it isn't. The delay. There's no delay.
On stream, there will be a bit. Okay, this should be enough to do what we need to do. But we're gonna just try. We're gonna call it Minsat 1.
Yeah, but the delay is very little.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I got new internet, so maybe that.
But when I'm typing, it's usually you're 10 steps behind
Oh,
or
really?
ahead. That's interesting.
Okay, let's do this thing.
I might need to invest in this DLC.
Oh, dude, it is so worth it.
I just gotta get my mojo back, though.
Ah, yeah, for sure.
Do you have a point where you start the turn, or is it per ship?
Well, usually about 100 meters it starts to pitch over, and then I just let gravity take over.
Well, you're pitching
This is
now.
yeah, this is neck jab right now. Well, 100 meters per second though, right? It starts to pitch at a
No, I meant height.
not height. I go by speed. 100 meters per second, and then by 10,000 meters above ground, I like to be about 45 degrees.
Gotcha.
And then by about 20,000, it should be at around 25 degrees-ish. This ascent profile is a little bit steep, and the rocket tends to catch fire a little bit on ascent, but it's not enough that it wrecks anything.
So give me the ascent profile. So straight up to what?
Well, straight up to 100 meters per second, and then pitch over to like 5 degrees over.
Okay.
And then pretty much follow that curve to 10,000 meters, but gradually nose it down to 45 degrees at 10,000. And then gradually nose it down to about 25 degrees by 30,000. And then by 50,000, you should be at about 10 degrees.
Gotcha. And that'll work for most.
For pretty much every rocket you launch.
That thing is sexy.
Oh, yeah.
What you got? Almost nothing left on those boosters, right? Okay.
Yeah, well, there's still 369 meters per second. Over half of what we need to circularize this burn.
Oh. On the boosters?
On the boosters, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these are just Reliant engines, so they're super efficient.
Right.
You'll see it stage here right away.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see what you're doing.
Just gonna start drawing electricity. Last time I launched this configuration, I ran out of electricity. Okay, so we are circular. Oh, we gotta go to minutes.
And you know that from the top numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I always go to the map. I'm a big map fan. But you're doing it all from the Peri app and Apo apps.
Yeah.
Numbers.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're gonna Oh, I just want to see what we got to do. So that's, I think, roughly on plane, actually. So we're just going to match planes.
What are you using to do that?
MechJeb.
Okay. This game is incredible. This is like...
Oh, totally.
I know it won a ton of awards when it came out, but it needs more recognition than it has.
And it's getting more and more and more. I actually posted a picture from my mission last night on the Kerbal Space Program Reddit.
Yep.
And it went viral today.
Really?
Like 2,000 upvotes and made the front page and everything. Okay, so we should be on plane now.
Is that fucking lightning?
Yeah, that's from one of the mods that I got installed.
Huh.
Yeah, it's called Astronomer's Visual Pack. That's why the clouds are the way they are too.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna want to edit this node manually. Don't even have a capture.
I love the new interface where you can change the rate of when you're pulling out like retrograde or
Yeah,
you can slow down the sensitivity of it.
Oh, so frustrating.
Yeah. No, but now it's not.
Well, no, it's not now. It was.
Yeah. But I didn't see when you pulled out that what do you call it? The little box on the bottom left. I didn't see the bar that adjusts that.
I think you set it in tweakables, but I always just slow down my mouse.
Right, but it's in KSP now.
Oh yeah. I think you just turned it on.
Okay.
Burn is coming up. Good. Excellent. Just gonna warp there. You're gonna hear a bunch of bleeps and bloops from my ground-based science. It's like sounds like an old school modem.
Yeah, now I have your stream turned off because I'll hear echo of you.
Yeah.
What is that green circle going on?
That's the orbit of the satellite that I need to...
Oh, you need to match that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, that's the inclination of the orbit for the satellite.
How close do you have to come to it?
Pretty close. I don't even know if I'll have the fuel to do it. I might have to cheat some fuel. Mind you, we're at a really, really far out orbit. Actually, we're closer than the orbit that we need to be, and it's still really far out, so we should be okay. We need 183 for this. Yeah, we might have enough fuel. It's a little finicky. Like, I can't get MechJeb to do any of the adjustments for the orbit by itself. I've always had to do them manually. I've always found it easier to do everything manually.
Right. I know what MechJeb is, but I've never used it. I'm not sure what it can do.
Pretty much anything you want it to do within limitation. You still have to know your orbital mechanics. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to match these orbits up. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for the cross section of where both these lines are, and I'm going to put a node
right
there.
I remember that.
And I'm going to just adjust.
I do remember that.
I'm going to adjust the orbit so that it matches. Basically there, maybe just a hair more, hair less, hair more.
Huh.
There we go.
That was manual. That wasn't with MechJeb.
Yeah,
right?
no, that was manual.
That's still a sexy spaceship there.
Oh, dude. Just wait till I get to show you the robotics on it. It's fucking incredible. You're gonna love this. Okay, so our inclination should match.
I'm gonna have to call out of work, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
This is a call out of work situation.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so now we're totally off kilter with our orbit, but I can probably adjust that as well.
Right, how did that happen? I saw the prep that you did. How did that
I should have probably burnt a little bit radially as well. See?
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm going to match that up like that, and I'm going to burn a little bit. See, now
That still ain't right.
Now we're way off. Yeah, we're way off kilter now. I don't know how we're going to get that right. The plane of this is just totally off kilter.
Yeah. Other than moving the
Well, let me I'm going to kill this node, and I just want to see plane-wise.
No, but if you move the node to another part of the orbit, that'll change the plane.
Yeah, I'm just going to adjust the plane again manually is what I'm going to do. And get it to line up this way.
Right, but if you change where you adjust the plane.
Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is I'm adjusting it from the ascending node. And now I can probably adjust it radially so that it matches a little bit more. So even that's going to keep it way off. It's going to be a bit better. Okay, let's maybe bring it back in. As long as we're on plane, I can adjust the apoapsis and periapsis. Let's go ahead and launch that. See, what's happening is it's fucking up Because it's using RCS, that's why it's fucking up so badly. But we're still on par with where we need to be. We're just gonna hit RCS off. And let it burn and see where we are.
Right, but why aren't you using the new interface on the bottom left?
Here? What about it?
You can do what you were doing, but in a more fine adjustment.
Well, this is just really just a readout is what it is, right? It tells you what your inclination, your eccentricity, and all that is.
No, but if you bump out, are you on the newest?
Oh yeah, this is the latest release, 1.7.3.
So you don't have a bar that goes up and down that adjusts the sensitivity of your maneuver nodes.
No, it might be like I said, it might be a tweakable in the options. I might have to go into the options, but you can't do that from within a flight.
Okay.
Okay, so this is still showing that it's gonna be a good orbit, so fingers crossed. Shit, now we're on an escape.
Yeah. That's definitely
Orbit looks
problem.
good. Let's just circularize it at the periapsis. This will be good. This will actually work. It's close. I think it's close enough. Now I'm just going to match periapsis and apoapsis. Okay, so let's change the apoapsis at the next periapsis. What do we need it to be? We need it to be 80.680. That's 80 kilometers. 800,000 meters is 80 kilometers, right? Or is that 800? That's 806 kilometers.
You're trying to match up with the green line?
Yeah. Okay. 806.806.
So why aren't you getting to the apoapsis of the green line and then getting there and then rotating?
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing now.
Okay. Sorry. I'm just trying to help.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm doing now. I'm matching the two up, and then I'll change the eccentricity just a little bit because it's pretty close right now. But the problem on mid-miss is that the gravity is so low that even your RCS totally fucks up your maneuvers if you use any RCS at all.
Gotcha.
And this satellite only has the reaction wheel that's on the probe core. So it's with the engine still attached, it's still too heavy to really get any sort of maneuvering.
Right.
So even that fucked my apoapsis up. Yeah, I really can't do it without any RCS. It's just fucked. Come on, you bitch.
What if you stop there and then change the attitude of the orbit?
Well, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to just ditch this tank. I'm just gonna save it. I'm gonna ditch this tank. I'm gonna hit RCS back on. And we're just gonna do the maneuvers with the RCS.
Oh, okay.
Because the rocket's way lighter.
Yeah, I hear you.
Remove. So let's maybe we'll adjust the periapsis first, because our orbit is super eccentric right now. So we need 750.153. 750.153. And it uses so little fuel that it doesn't really matter. Like 8.7 meters per second is nothing for the
Sure.
RCS to do.
Yeah,
So
yeah, definitely.
maybe extend these other 3 solar panels. 2 of them, because we're warping now. Yeah, that worked better. Okay, now we're going to change our apoapsis to the next periapsis. We want that one to be 806.806. Not out of fuel, are we?
I was just gonna ask that. Would you mind pausing the game for a second?
Yeah.
So the top right, on the icons.
Yeah.
I always have that on in terms of the fuel. Top right, all the way up.
Here?
No. There might be a delay. On the top right of the screen. To the right.
Like in the row of all the icons?
That
yeah.
one. Yep. Those one.
Yeah, you leave the Delta V one?
Click it.
I can't when it's paused. The game has to be.
Okay. I think it's the top right one. No, the second one.
Yeah, monopropellant and electric charge.
Yeah. So how do you have where is your information for that?
I don't have it unless I click on it.
So how do you know how much Delta V you have left and how much fuel?
There's other readouts you can get. Like, so MechJeb has got one, which is Delta V stats, which I'll often open.
Yes, that was open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kerbal
It's
Engineer
just
has
too
it as
small.
well,
I
too.
couldn't hear.
Yeah.
I couldn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They were just too small. I couldn't see them. I was just wondering how you were making these decisions without seeing that screen.
Yeah, and so on the left of all the stages, it actually tells you now, like in the main game comes with it, it gives you a readout to have how much delta you have on each stage too. That's how I was getting that reading.
Well, you're pointing to it, but I don't see it.
You can't see it now because I've jettisoned that engine.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Joule transfer window just opened.
Is that
do
the
not have a
Kerbal
rocket.
timer?
Yeah, I do not have a rocket or a fucking tracking station strong enough to get the Joule, so we're definitely not going to
It
Joule.
was like just in case you have something available.
Yeah, that was my thought. Okay, so we've got the orbits pretty much on par. Now we just want to change the inclination
Ever so slightly.
ever so slightly. Over it. Up. Execute that.
It's nice that everything in the universe is on a plane. Could you imagine if there was like a little hump there that you had to deal with?
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Thank God. I mean, not that this is easy, but if there was like a little bump or a ripple in there,
Oh yeah,
mankind would have a problem.
big time. Right. This should match planes. Should. Fingers friggin' crossed. Yep. Did it. Awesome.
Yep. There you go. Nice.
Okay, so now we just need to change the eccentricity. So
That's the easy part.
that here. Just well, let's just look at what our apoapsis is. Our apoapsis is too far, so let's remove that. That first. And we can adjust our eccentricity. We'll get the apoapsis and the periapsis to match with what they match first. 4 days from that. We're gonna have lots of new science from our experiments on the moon and Minmus.
Right. Why can't you just set a node opposite of the furthest blue line and then bring that in with retrograde?
Oh, why did that?
Did the inclination change?
No, inclination's still good.
Right. Blue is you, right?
Blue is me.
Why can't you go to a little left of the star and then pull it in with retrograde?
Well, that's what we're doing now.
Okay. Did your wife just say, "Hey Siri"?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
What the fuck is going on here? Yes. Super janky going on here.
You think it's a bug?
I don't know what it is.
The sexy machine you have there, though.
Oh yeah.
Is Trick in the chat?
No, he is playing the crew too, I guess.
On the bottom left of my screen, it says Trick Turbo.
Oh yeah, he's just chatting on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Trick?
If I oh.
What's going on, man?
And I'm manually doing these nodes now. What I'm doing.
It's the best way to do it. I just can't believe how exact they want you to be. Like, the
Right?
game was hard enough, and now they made it harder? That's fucking stupid.
This is just tricky. Min-miss is super tricky for some things.
Huh. R-Star, I see the green screen behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna do some starry skies, Milky Way back there?
I'd like to.
I think you should.
Okay, so that there. Now if I burn prograde at the periapsis, no, I gotta burn retrograde, right?
You have to burn retrograde at the periapsis to
Bring the
the
apoapsis down, right?
yeah, yeah.
There we go. That's it. We did it.
Nice, right there, right there.
Right there. Okay, so check this out. I'm going to show you the robotics on this bitch because it's fucking cool, dude. Ready?
Yeah.
So here's my science experiments. So we're going to just go ahead and swing those out. Boom, just like that. And then we're going to take the satellite and we're going to swing that out.
Oh, I didn't realize you can move the menu bars
To its open position.
That's helpful. Yeah.
Gonna just so it's pointed at Kerbin. There we go. Contract is complete, my friend.
Nice.
Satellite in orbit.
Nice R-Star bar.
Can do some science from here too. I don't know if we'll get anything, but yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I've already done science up here, so. But that's that. Turn to Science
All right.
Center and
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you humoring me and
oh, I was happy to show you my Russian rocket.
That's very nice. I think I might get the DLC.
Do it, man. It's worth it. $16 is worth it. It's probably even less for you. It's probably $12.99 or something US. So, but yeah, I'm gonna jump off and do some GTA Online now. So it's good chatting with you, man.
Yes, you too, and thank you for showing me that.
Not a problem. Cheers, Silent Death, and thanks everyone for watching. I'll come back with some GTA soon. Cheers.
All right, have a good night.
You too.